Hello and wow. This started 47 years ago, my freshman year. I was academically ineligible with a 1.2, ladies and gentlemen, parents and grandparents. Aren't you guys so glad that parents and grandparents can forgive a 1.2? My parents laughed like that, but not really. This feels like home field advantage. I'm going to say, of the 3 commencement addresses, you guys have applauded the most, and thank you very much. In some ways, I owe a huge thank you to the trustees, to Dr. Rogers, Dr. Percival, to Derek Vandermeer, to the athletic department, to the baseball team, Coach Halleck, who won the MAC championship last year, because the momentum that Dr. Rogers talks about was started here at Bowling Green when they let me back in. So I flunked out. My girlfriend broke up with me. I ran away from home. I started hitchhiking back to Cherry Hill, New Jersey, where I went to high school, skipped finals week, ran out of money in Pennsylvania. My parents had to Western Union me some money so I could take a bus home to Michigan where they lived. And when I got there, they were kind of mad. My mom didn't even greet me at the door. My dad said, "You have put your mother through a ringer, and you have 2 choices. You can go to work, or we can try and get you back into school." So he drove me down here to Bowling Green from the Detroit area, and the business college let me back in, and not without going to summer school and getting grades and actually going to class. I wouldn't have flunked out if I had Chat GPT. That freshman year, ladies, I ghosted my classes like a bad Tinder date. You guys never had them here, right? The odds are good if men and maybe the men are odd, who knows? So my career then started my junior year because I had a good junior year. I made all Mid-American Conference and baseball started to pan out. I got drafted. My fraternity brothers played a trick on me like they did Deion Sanders' son. They called me and said I was drafted in the 2nd round by the San Diego Padres. I wasn't drafted till the 17th round by the Los Angeles Dodgers. Again, my parents were disappointed, but this time it wasn't my fault. And so I turned pro, and I spent 4.5 years in the minor leagues, and I made it to the big leagues, and I ended up at the White House at the last Reagan State dinner after the '88 World Series, sitting next to Margaret Thatcher, Walter Annenberg, Baryshnikov, Governor Christie, and an amazing, amazing night. And that was just some of the things that you get exposed to as you build your mass and gain your velocity when you leave Bowling Green. And that's what you guys are about to do. You're about to get and create your own momentum. And you are the mass. And the mass can be doubled and tripled by friends, families, coworkers, mentors, anybody you can come in contact with to make you a better person. And then add the velocity of showing up on time, shaking hands, opening the door for a lady, having manners, staying the extra mile, working really hard, not chasing a paycheck, but chase experiences, chase an education, and continue your education right into the business world. We saved the Bowling Green baseball program after the pandemic. Dr. Rogers had some very tough decisions and had some budget cuts. And 3 men came into my life that were ex-teammates from here at Bowling Green: Dana Dowers, John Mitchell, and Dave Litzenberg. And that core brought me back to Bowling Green. I could have easily wrote a check because big leaguers, we don't make as much as Ohtani does now. I was actually with the highest paid player in 1989, and I made $7.9 million over 3 years. Ohtani now makes $700 million through 10 years. He's doing pretty good. But I could have just wrote a check and said, I owe this to Bowling Green and for giving me a second start. But I came back for the first pitch dinner, and I got to meet these wonderful people. I got to meet some of you. I got to be around Dean Percival. I got to have some of my business contacts fall in love with what my goal was. And we have now not only saved the baseball program together with the alumni and the trustees and Dr. Rogers, we are going to make the baseball program thrive. And we're going to thrive with a new stadium. And there's some donors up here on this stage that have been very generous. And we're not only going to stop at baseball, because my financial advisor is a company named Masterpiece Financial, and they're out of Toledo and Ann Arbor. They have a relationship with J.W. Cole, who's their broker-dealer, and then they have a relationship with Asset Mark, which is a financial tech company that's worth about $140 billion, and they've already donated about $300,000 to the business school and are working on mentorships and internships and all kinds of things, maybe even bringing software here to help the finance department and the accounting department. But we're not going to stop there. And I tell you this, of what's happening in my life and what's happening in the momentum of Bowling Green and what these great people are doing, is that please don't leave this university and forget about it. It took 47 years for this to get around my neck, but it was because Bowling Green helped make Orel Hershiser. And without the second chance, I probably would have had to go back to work and maybe never would have been a baseball player and never have lived this great life. Please leave here and make an impact, cause some momentum, have a great mass, and add that velocity and continue to be the great people that you are. I love this culture. I love this part of America, and you guys are a big part of it. Congratulations on a day. Have a great time.
Welcome home, Dr. Hershiser.